Hi beloved, so it's me again, long time no see. Just been taking it very easy and doing my thing. Um, Today I just wanted to come and share a story because I feel it's quite relevant now in the times we're in. As we all are in lockdown, or as we're all coming back to our own space and being with ourselves, and without having somebody within your energy field, which means that nobody's in your energy field like a meter and a half. And that means that you are starting to feel yourself without the outer influences of so many other people. So it can be quite confronting because suddenly, instead of being busy with everything else and everyone else and everybody else's energy merging with you, you are starting to feel your own energies, which means you can tap into your own understanding on a very beautiful level. But of course, what happens when one starts to look in oneself and starts to really feel oneself, one has to start seeing what one has been avoiding, what one has not been wanting to look at because it's easier to be busy and to be involved with others. So this is the great gift of this time that we have. Now, we obviously chose to do that when I went into groups and to do deep meditations, doing Vipassana and things like this. They were times where I was not only processing, so stuff came up, but I was also not being disturbed, or no other interference was coming into my energy field. And I allowed myself to start feeling, I would say, the wounds within myself, or the sensitive places, or the places I didn't want to look up. It's like going into a dark room and you turn the light on and suddenly, or you put your glasses on. For me now, I just put my glasses on and suddenly I can see all the cobwebs and I can see everything that I don't always see so much if I don't have my glasses on. So it's the same as you go in a room and you put the light on and suddenly you start to see the parts of your room that where it needs clearing and cleaning and looking at again and seeing whether you still want that picture still in your room, still if you want that. You want to change your room, you want to upgrade it, you see something that you love that is no longer, you're not so longer interested in, or you feel you need a little bit more space. So when we used to do these groups, and the whole world is in this enforced, in a way, looking. And there is luckily a lot of people online and around that can hold space for you even if you're on your own. But it's been very good to have this time where we re-look at ourselves, we respect, we re-look at ourselves. One of the things that my teacher always told me, that obviously when this processing happens, you just try and be simple, stay simple with yourself, stay with yourself, take a deep breath, be in nature. Try to come back to the moments and say, oh, in this here now, I might be feeling this, but you might find that when you're feeling some sort of panic or fear or anxiety, it may be related to the past, or it may be related with the future, or fear of those things that, the fear of the future. So if in this moment, my greatest gift to you would be to say, just what I do for myself anyways, when my mind wants to go off in a story, I just come back and say, okay, in this here now, I am taken care of. Or in this here now, it's not so easy. And what do I need to do to take care of that? Be simple. It's very good to be simple. Don't get too far ahead. We are in a time of change. Try not to be too activated by things. Try and do things. Have a good dance, put some music on, move your body, have a shower, make a cup of tea. Do something simple. Go for a walk in nature. Go talk to a tree. Go and sit in the sunshine if you can. And just spend this time allowing yourself to see what is hidden within you and what is relevant to you and what maybe is no longer relevant to you, or what you need to shift. It's like just you go into your room and you go, oh, do I still want those sheets on my bed, or do I still want this, or do I want those pictures on the wall, or oh, do I want so much stuff around, or do I want different things around? It's the same with what we're doing with ourselves at the moment, with the inner self is happening. It's a clearing of it and being able to look at it. Now, when this happens, as I say, it can be a little bit scary because often we've kept ourselves busy so we don't have to look. So just be kind with yourself, and if you see something that you're doing that no longer works for you, just be aware of it, and you will see that when next time it pops up, you will not be so interested in it, or you will go, whoops, not doing that, or I'm not interested in that, or it's just an old pattern and I'm running it, but actually it's not supporting me anymore. If it supports you, you're welcome to keep it, and if it doesn't, as you start to see it, it will drop on its own. But it is the awakening of seeing. You have to see. First of all, you have to bring it into your consciousness to look, and this is what this time is giving us as a gift. Also, what I need to say is often when we were doing therapy and stuff, what can happen with the body is that as you start to shed stuff and change things, then what will often happen within the body-mind system, your physical body, is that you may get a clearing, or what we would call a clearing. Now, this can often look like a sickness. But it may be like the symptoms of the thing. It may be that you end up with the diarrhea or the runs and the shits. You're shitting it out. The shit is leaving. It may be that you are vomiting. It may be that you are crying. It may be that you are coughing. Of course, if you need to go and get a test for COVID because you feel you might be in danger of infecting other people or yourself, then obviously do that. But understand that in this time, as you clear this body and this mind and you shift things in your understanding, you will probably go through body clearings. It's very normal when we're in the groups. It was very normal that we would go through this. And in these times, it's just a matter of really just taking care of yourself, putting yourself in a safe place, being simple. If you feel you need to go to the doctor, go to the doctor. But if not, just allow yourself to be with it. Be relaxed. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water. Make sure you've got some simple nourishment there. And just take care of yourself. And you will find that if you're listening to yourself, you will also start to be able to be more sensitive, and you will start to feel more. You will start to be able to know what you need to do with yourself. But I just needed to put this out because I know a lot of people go into, oh my God, I'm sick. A lot of people will be getting these symptoms. Often, and the different types of ways that you clear will be probably the different ways that you have been holding, whether it be from an emotional holding or a psychological or emotional holding, or maybe even on a body level. But it will be held in the body's nervous system. I did the Osho Tibetan pulsing with my teacher for 6 years, and we worked very much on the electrical system of the body and the shocks that were held in that. So as these things clear, they do go through often a bodily level. So please be aware and take care of yourself when that happens, and watch the mind wanting to also go into a fear that you are really sick. As I say, if you need to go and get checked, go and get checked, but just relax into this and just accept that it's just something letting go that no longer maybe is necessary for you anymore. But it will clear from a cellular level and a body level, as well as so you've got to understand this is part of the process. So it's not a bad thing. Actually, we always used to go great when somebody was having a clearing. We used to go, wow, great, because you're letting it go. And if you're not then recharging the same thing, like redoing the same patterns, then you can really allow it to leave your nervous system. Of course, if you're still continuing to pick up the same patterns that the original charge came in with, as you clear it, you will still recharge it. So try and just relax into it. Try and talk to somebody if you need to. You're always welcome to send me a message, either here or on the Facebook page. And you're welcome to send me a message and just ask. If something comes through for you, I'm happy to reply. And just find somebody that you trust that is not so much in the shock of it all. It's not so much, that is obviously on track and being realistic, not being too. Obviously, some of the stuff that I understand is I wouldn't normally put out to most people because they think I was nuts. But it does change. But just keep it simple and stay with people. Don't judge yourself. Don't be guilty with yourself. Just see what you're ready to let go of and what you need to hold on to. Even if you need to hold on to it, watch it and just watch and see if it supports you anymore or not. But it is a great opportunity. If you can look after your body, the temple that you're living in, you take care of it as much as you can without getting obsessive with it. And that means, and I'm going to say it, if that means you need to eat meat, but source it very carefully. The same with vegetables and things like that. Source it as well as you can. Follow your instincts on it. Ultimately, there is no right or wrong. And don't feel guilty about what you need to do. Anyway, my darlings, you will then start to notice what nurtures you and what doesn't, what supports you and what doesn't. And it's different for each person. But I send you lots of love and have a beautiful day. I didn't know I was going to do this because I haven't done one for a long time. But please understand that you probably will go through a clearing with everything that's going on. And it is natural and it's actually not a bad thing. It's quite good. It's just something clearing out of this body-mind system and the cellular structure of where it's held in this body as an old habit. You will start to tune in more to yourself as you make space and time. You will suddenly understand yourself more, and then you'll be able to listen to yourself more. You'll know what is right for you and what is correct for you in this moment and what is not. And that can change each day. Anyway, I love you heaps. Have a most beautiful day. Much love. It's my birthday tomorrow, the 9th of the 9th, so that'll be interesting. Also, big shift. I get another shift. Bye. Love you heaps. Have a great day.